元気ギミギミパワーパワーパワーパワー数的に無敵何度打ちのめされよっと熱く立ち上がれだからバキバキパワー
Well, hello everyone, it's me, Mr. Tim again, here to post another Chrono Trigger video. This time I'm not going to say anything directly about the game, but I am going to talk about elements in the game and what I would do for a Chrono Trigger remake, and how I would put it together, or how I would do it, because one of my lifelong dreams is to either have a Chrono Trigger remake or an anime based off the game. And it would be really nice to actually get to see either one of these done. We keep getting teases with trailers like Chrono Break or Chrono Resurrection and stuff like that, and honestly, it's just teases because they either get cancelled, stamped out, or they're void, lost in time, like Tears in Rain. There I go, quoting the great Rutger Hauer again. Anyway, join me in this special video of how I would do a Chrono Trigger remake. I'll start by breaking down how I would do the graphics or the battle systems, the length of the game, everything in between, the sound, the music, everything. I hope you guys enjoy this, so let's get started and let's go. The graphics are very, very easy to work on here. All they have to do is really keep Akira Toriyama's art style. Please keep that art style. Because I'm not too huge a fan of Chrono Cross's art style, even though it's still decent, but it just kind of falls generic. Anyway, let's keep that, but have the engine that they use for either Kingdom Hearts 3 or the Final Fantasy VII Remake, or Dissidia even, and I would be happy. I could see it flowing, make more exploration going on around too. I mean, Chrono Trigger on the SNES and the DS has a huge freaking world. Imagine how much you could do with the side quests and going into different buildings and everything. I would love to see that. It would be a huge change, but it would keep some of the elements the same. That's pretty much how I would handle it. I would use engines very similar to... I'm going to be going more with Dissidia's engine from NT because I just think that fits better. However, there are some engines that are better, I'm sure, but I really like the engine that was used in Dissidia. I think it's honestly the best, and that would be my graphic design, but keep a lot of the same graphics that made the game what it was. Okay, let's move on. Gameplay is a huge factor here, and what I'm going to suggest is going to sound a little batshit crazy, but I actually suggest to keep the original RPG style elements and use the hack and slash that they used in Final Fantasy VII Remake, but make it a choice on which one do you want. I would keep the RPG elements that we had, the turn-based one, and keep it with the active and wait attacks, or it would give you the other option of choosing the hack and slash style, which would give you a different variety of boss battles and stuff like that. Yeah, I prefer myself the original game's RPG style, especially the wait time limit so you don't get your ass beat. That's just me, but that's how I would do it. Give it a choice for the player. Don't force them into one element only. And that's all I've really got to say. Not too much on that one. Let's go on, shall we? Okay, this one is going to be a little tougher for me to talk about, but length, I think the original game's length, especially the SNES and the PS1 versions and etc., was the perfect amount. It's 25 hours long, and honestly, it flows at a great narrative. You learn all you need to know about everything in 25 hours. But this is where I'm probably going to get a little controversial here. I would make the game, since it's a remake and they're using everything and building it from the ground up with new graphics, designs, and everything, I would make the game about 40 hours long, or at least 35, an extra 10 hours. You could do some extra things. You could have it build into Radical Dreamers or Chrono Cross, or hell, even Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes. You can have it build into that. Work more on the side stuff. Keep all these side plots in, like the final battle with Dalton or your search for Shala. Everything would be a perfect amount right there. That's just me. That's how I would do it. I don't know if you guys would agree or disagree, but you could add just a few more side quests in there, and they don't have to be full-fledged choices. You don't have to really be forced to do them. They could be optional, which if you're anything like me, you're going to do them anyway just because you want the extra points. Get stronger swords. You could give Magus's castle, which I thought was the best moment out of the entire Chrono Trigger series, more variety. You could give it more villains, more boss fights. In fact, you could do a lot with this. You could extend the game. I would make the game about 2 discs long. That's about how I would do it. What do you guys think? Let's move on. I've talked about sound a lot in this game, but I'll start with the music first. As you guys know, that I really love the music, and I probably wouldn't change a single one of the themes, but they could remake it and orchestrate it a little bit, giving it a different sound slightly, but not completely. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to play the samples of music on my list here after I'm done talking, and then I'll play the voice choices, which I'm going to talk about. You guys have seen my Chrono Trigger Dream Team voice cast list, I'm sure. I'll leave the links in the description for those. But yeah, this will be about the end right here. I'm going to play the music clips and the character voice clips, the voice actors that actually recorded for me, and you guys can tell me what you think about it all together. Here we go. Alright, here are the voice clips. Here we go. These are like the ones I said of the voice actors who actually took the time and was nice enough to record to me. Some I actually asked on Cameo to do, and they were more than happy to do so. Some I asked even in my interview to do. Anyway, let's listen to them real quick, and then I'll finish up the video.
Long have I carried Cyrus's hopes and dreams, and now I bear the Masamune as well. Henceforth, I claim them as my own. I shall slay the fiend Lord Magus and restore our honor.
But I cannot afford to lose anything else. Not my precious memories or my irreplaceable friends. Humans have taught me much. Chrono, Maro, Luca, Frog, and Isla. I will not betray my friends. Name? On my serial number. It is R66-Y.
The bitter black winds have begun to howl. Come, if it's death that you seek.
Stop degrading yourselves. We enlightened ones were once the same as you. The only difference is that we are under Lava's control. Please, do not hate our kingdom and my mother. Janice, keep this amulet. It'll protect you.
I am Flea, the sorcerer. Male, female. What's the difference? Power is beautiful, and I've got the power. I'll show you a good time.
Pray for King Dalton. My golems defeated? Inexcusable! I may just let you go to ruin Zeal's plans.
I am Lavos, the destroyer of all life. The day of Lavos finally comes. I've fed on this planet's life for millions of years.
And that about does it. Did you guys agree with some of my choices on here? If you didn't, let me know in the comments. How would you make a Chrono Trigger remake? I know how I'm going to do it, but tell me in the comments. Like I said, I'll respond to them and I'll listen to some of your ideas. Also, maybe I should do another video of a Chrono Trigger actual sequel on how I would do it. I'm not sure, or maybe I should do a Chrono Trigger anime. Like I said, let me know in the comments, and always remember, I'm listening.